Hey everybody, this is RogerDeath here, and I will be covering Group 4 of the Cox Cup in the TGS Fan League for Blood Bowl. I say Group 4 because that's the one I just so happen to be in. So let's take a look at our players. We have Winter Griffin with his elf team. He's got a bunch of linemen, a catcher, some blitzers, and throwers. Team with a lot of agility because it's an elf team. They've got decent players with the blitzers. Sidestep's a great first skill to start with in addition to block, because now it's almost impossible for me to decide to really just to walk through. Pass and catch with nerves of steel, great combo. He's going to be able to throw the ball really well unless it's raining. That's whoever plays against them should hope it is for that week. And then a bunch of linemen who are not bad in stats. I mean, if anything, their worst stats, their armor value at 7, but that's a fairly average value. 2 rerolls, no apothecary. That I think was a risky move. Probably should have gone without the fame, without a reroll and the cheerleaders, just so that you know I knew I could get it. Also, I don't think you really need 2 throwers right away. That would have saved the money and still allowed the reroll. So this team's going to go down really quickly. Next up, we have the Coxicorians, who's actually the team I'm going to be playing this week. And like 4 or 5 Saurus and a bunch of skinks. Now, I don't like the fact that I have to go up against Saurus, because they will hurt my guys really bad. They have more strength than everything of mine except my mummies. And my mummies do beat them. Again, no apothecary, so these skinks are gonna get hurt really bad. Otherwise, it's a strong team. Ooh, we have a human team with an ogre, blitzers, catcher, thrower, and some linemen. I like that he got a lot of blitzers right away, because blitzers are a very, very good one to get. The fact that he got an ogre right away, that was kind of unusual. This is a risky choice because the ogre could go bonehead and just completely not do anything. He's also very bad if if nobody's around. Just because he can't hit anything because he has very little move. He has more than the lineman and the thrower, but the catcher's definitely got the most. And dodge. Dodge on a catcher is a tremendous, tremendous thing, because now it's so much harder to catch them. Thrax Crackers, an orc team. Look at them next. He bought a player 9 and then sold him. That's interesting. So we have the troll, 4 black orcs. Oh god. 3 blitzers and 3 linemen. Getting the black orcs right away is smart. They're very tough, and they cost the same as a blitzer. They have an extra strength, less agility, but means they hurt more. Oh, and they also move a lot less, but that's okay. They're basically going to be your big blockers. Blitzers can actually blitz, and they do have block. Troll's interesting because of always hungry. He could eat a teammate. That can go really, really bad. If you roll double 1s, you could say goodbye to a lineman. Which, while not expensive, it does kind of suck to lose. Orc teams are really good at the beginning. Norse team. In the Philos Bashtors. Okay. 2 werewolves, 2 berserkers, runner, thrower, and a bunch of linemen. It really doesn't matter what I say here, because everybody except for the werewolves have block. So it's a really great start. Dauntless on a runner. It's interesting because you don't really want to be going up against, you don't want to be hitting people very much. But Dauntless allows you to hit even a Croxigore and potentially equal him. Again, no did the orcs have an apothecary? This is actually kind of unusual to see nobody with an apothecary. No, that's not what I wanted. No apothecary. Did nobody decide to grab an apothecary? We're gonna be injuring so many people. Another human team. Oh, these guys actually were smart enough to get an apothecary. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing we saw earlier in regards to humans. Another orc team. Pretty much the same thing. This guy actually decided to get goblins, which is very interesting because they can move, but they get hurt really easily. Dwarf team. Let's look at them. If I can actually remember how to do it without going into there. Lots of blockers. Pretty much all blockers, a troll slayer and a runner. Ooh. Not a lot of movement here. He's going to be relying on his runners once somebody gets away from the blockers. Unless he wants to go have a lot of GFIs. He is smart enough to get an apothecary. Got a bunch of rerolls too. Let's get back to the Cox Cup here. We just looked at the dwarf team, so let's look at a chaos dwarf team. Or is that, yeah, chaos. That's chaos dwarf. Chaos dwarfs. Oh, good lord. 6 chaos dwarf blockers, all with a bunch of. I don't know if Knorr is TGS, but if not, everybody else is TGS. It's a TGS name. I think DJ Wheat's TGS. I don't remember. It's big casters and stuff from StarCraft and TGS guys is basically what it comes out to be. All the blockers are going to be a pain in the ass. Hobgoblins are kind of meh, but a bull centaur. Oh, good lord. Oh, shit. They're annoying. If they get the ball, that's good. They don't. That's just annoying. We haven't seen a bull centaur in action from TB yet, but we will soon, I suspect. Now the regular dwarf team, let's go back to the numbers before I start screwing everything up completely. A few blockers, two runners, 2 blitzers, and 2 troll slayers. This is a very good setup, I think. I'd maybe do without a runner and get another blocker, but otherwise it looks really nice. The only difference between blitzers and blockers is blockers have tackle, blitzers have an extra move speed and an agility. That's really the only difference. They're otherwise much the same. And no apothecary again. Oh, there's going to be injuries. Oh god, please tell me the Skaven team got. Okay, Skavens, annoying little shits. that's how I describe them. They have 3 gutter runners who are great at running the ball. That's like all they can do. They are really weak because they've only got 2 strength, and 7 armor. But thankfully they've got a lot of linemen. They've got some linemen and storm vermin who are basically blockers to hide behind or run faster than. So it should work out. Ooh, there's another undead team. The Dead Ministers. Let's look at these guys. See how I like their setup. 2 mummies. Good start. 2 whites. Yeah. Whites are not bad. 3. Why would he get 3 ghouls? They have good move and all, but they're actually not that great of player. Honestly, I get more work out of skeletons and zombies than I do my ghouls. I'm very unusual in that aspect, maybe. I don't know. But then he does get 2 skeletons and 2 zombies. The other thing about getting 3 ghouls is that they don't have regeneration. These guys can die if they can get hurt really easily. That's been my bane, is that these guys will die. And of course they get the Free Necromancer, like I did. Let's look at RogerDeath's Usurpers, which is pretty much the same team you guys have all been seeing from me. It's arranged a little differently. This is the I'll deal with that in a second. This is the team that you guys have seen before in action. Your team. I do it in an order of my guys. I take it from my old multiplayer list from my private league with Formal, and I just brought in some of the big favorite names here. I didn't bring in. That's depressing. I decided not to use, crap, I can't remember his name. One of the guys I killed from Foremost, Skaven, I revived him. Now I can't remember his name, but he's not here. And then last but not least, another elf team in League B. With an apothecary, smart move, because elves are squishy. We have a lot of bashy teams. In fact, I think elves and maybe the Skaven are really the only non-bashy teams we have here. 2 blitzers, a lot of linemen, a thrower, and 2 catchers. That's a better decision to just go with 1 thrower and 2 catchers. Going to be much more useful for you, allows you to do a lot of elf bullshit. So that's my look at Group 4, guys. We will be starting matches anytime now, and I will only be covering, I'll do a weekly review of Group 4. That'll be in addition to my regular videos, so that'll come out depending on when everybody gets their stuff done. Alright, so I will see you guys with the first match, which will be up shortly after this video, just because it's going to be the first thing I do. And it'll be against Chromeplate and his Coxicorians. I'll see you guys next time.